Guys, it's Kristen again with Hooks, Books, and Wanderlust, and today I'm back with video number 3 in our Crochet 101 series, and today I'm going to show you how to make the double crochet. The double crochet is such a wonderful stitch because it builds on what we learned from the single crochet, gives you more height, it's a lot faster to work, it makes your projects definitely go by faster than if you're just doing all single crochet, just because it does take up like double the height on a row. So it's very quick and got that quick gratification, which I always like. And one other thing I like about the double crochet is, again, just like with the single crochet, you can use variations of the double crochet to create so many different fun stitches for your projects. So real quick, in case you missed the first 2 videos, I also have a video that is talking about getting started. So everything you need to know about creating a slip knot, wrapping your yarn around your hand, and chaining for your foundation row, as well as a single crochet video. And I will link both of those below in the description so you can check those out when you have the opportunity. But for right now, we are going to talk about the double crochet. So the first thing you need to know about making a double crochet is, if you saw the first video on single crochet, you're familiar with having to chain to get your row height. Same thing applies for the double crochet, but this time we are going to chain 2. And that's because 2 chain stitches is roughly the same height as a double crochet stitch. Now, you may see where there's people that like to do a chain 3 or a chain 2. It's a personal preference. I tend to crochet tighter myself, so I do like to just use 2. But some other people, they will use 3 for various reasons. It's a personal preference. So you can do whichever you want, or if your pattern that you're following tells you to chain 3, then go ahead and chain 3. Try it the way they say it first, and if you don't like the way it looks, then you can always switch to a chain 2. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I am just going to do a chain 2 to start my row. So this is, again, not counted in my stitches, my stitch count for my pattern. It is just to get me the height for my row. The first thing you need to know with making a double crochet is that you're going to start with a yarn over. So yarn over. And now you're going to insert your hook into the stitch you want to work, which is this very first one here. And I'm going under both loops, got my top V from that previous stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now you'll notice that you have 3 loops on your hook. You have your working yarn, the first yarn over that you made before you entered the stitch, and then you have the loop that you just pulled up. So now we are going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through the first 2 loops on our hook. We still have 2 loops remaining when we're done. We have our working loop that we started with, and then we have the loop left here from, is that a second working loop? I'm not really sure how to refer to that one, but either way, you have 2 loops left on your hook. So now we're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So let's do that again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch and pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch and yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do a few more of these just so you guys can really kind of see. And I'm going to try and bring them closer and do them a little slower. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I've mentioned this in previous videos too, how I like to use my index finger to hold my working loops. That just helps me make sure that they don't get too loose when I go to work my stitch. It's just a personal preference thing. You can try it. If it works for you, cool. If not, then don't worry about it. Okay. Let's do one last one here. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm not going to finish this row. I'm just going to kind of show you guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about the anatomy of this stitch. So the one thing you're going to notice is it is like twice as high as the single crochet that we learned in the last video. It still has our top V. Every crochet stitch is going to have that top V because it's where our working loop will connect the stitches. So that top V is going to happen every time. One thing that you're going to notice with this one though is you have a whole lot of height. This part here underneath those top V loops is called the post. If you've ever heard of the crochet stitches called the front and back post double crochet, it's talking about the post here. So the post is just the vertical aspect of your stitch that is underneath the top V. So that's really all there is to it. You kind of get this, if you look towards the bottom of your stitch, try and bring it in real close for you guys here. You see another V kind of, just like we did with the single crochet from when we pulled up that first loop. And then you're going to see this little kind of slanted bar of a loop, which is the first loop we pulled when we pulled through that first 2. And then there's another little V sort of here. So it ends up being stacked because of that extra pull through. So I want to kind of point those out to you as we work this next stitch. So the yarn over and then insert into the stitch and pull up a loop. So when I do this yarn over and pull through 2, I create that very bottom V and my slanted loop here from that yarn over. And then from here, I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. So there's my V for the top of it and my top V of the stitch up here. There we go. So one more time just for the guys in back. Let's just go over this quickly. So yarn over, insert your hook into your next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I am just going to go ahead and finish the row just for funsies, because my type A won't let me just leave it unfinished. So anyhow, so that's how you make a double crochet. Just like with the other stitch tutorials that I've shared already, I am going to be sharing a photo tutorial for this as well on the blog. I will link that below for you guys. Once you guys have mastered how to make a double crochet, you can make just about any stitch there is, including like the bobble stitch or the popcorn stitch. You can make the post stitches, as I mentioned previously, all kinds of things, all just varying up how the double crochet is worked, but essentially the mechanics are the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss my next video. I'm going to talk about how to create the half double crochet. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.